all you have come here today to celebrate Gabi and Ryan on this beautiful day. They thank you to take part in this moment. And Gabi and Ryan, we wouldn't have it any other way. There are a couple of readings, and the first reading is going to be by Chuck, Ryan's father.
This is everything I have to tell you about love. Nothing. This is everything I have to tell you about marriage. Nothing. Like a book without pages or a forest without trees. Because there are things you cannot know before you experience them. Because nobody else's love, nobody else's marriage is like yours. And it's a road you can only learn by walking it. A dance you cannot be taught. A song that did not exist before you began together to sing. It's not two broken halves becoming one. It's the light from a distant lighthouse bringing you both safely home. Because home is wherever you are both together. And because in the darkness, you will reach out a hand, not knowing for certain if someone else is even there. And your heads will meet. Then neither of you will ever need to be alone again. And that's all I know about love.
I have a reading chosen by Ryan, Union by Robert Fulgham. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we promised and hoped and dreamed, well, I meant it all, every word. For after these vows, you shall say to this world, this is my husband, this is my wife.
Our parents always taught us about stranger danger and meeting people on the internet, but I would say this worked out pretty well. I knew there was something special about you when you were able to make me smile and laugh instantly, and our conversations were just so easy. But when you invited Nova on our first date, that was like the cherry on top. But if you were trying to impress me by winning over Nova, lucky for you, Nova loves everyone that she meets and has no loyalty. So that worked out really well. But in what felt like no time, our lives blended together seamlessly. It felt like you had fit into a piece of my life that I didn't know was missing. You loved me for me during a time that I thought I was unlovable. I think that is actually in this very park on our very first trip together that I knew you would be the person that I would spend the rest of my life with. Ryan, you're my best friend, my favorite travel partner, and the most excellent quirky dad. You never do anything halfway. You're the kindest, most joyful person that can make friends out of a room of strangers. In fact, you are so notoriously fun that you steal all of my friends from me. You're my biggest support, my rock, and you have more than enough empathy battery for the both of us. Honestly, I'm not sure if you're even capable of getting mad for more than 30 seconds. You're ambitious and intelligent, but extremely humble. I know you can do anything you put your mind to, and I'm so proud of everything you've achieved already. Not only are these the characteristics that I love about you, but also the ways in which you inspire me to be better and bring my best self into our marriage. These past 4 years have been the best of my life. How does a lifetime sound? Ryan, I promise to comfort you and support you in all of your life pursuits, from something as big as your career aspirations to as small as your latest hyperfixation, in this case, fantasy football. I promise to be your navigator, your best friend, and your wife. I promise to honor and love you and cherish you through all of life's adventures. Wherever we go, we'll go together.
Okay. Gabby, there are so many things I want to say to you and everyone else here right now, but I know you are definitely feeling cold, so I will try to keep it brief. I still cannot believe how lucky I am to have someone so strong, intelligent, devoted, and of course beautiful to soon be able to call my wife. I know that you and I we often discuss whether something like a soulmate truly exists, but I actually don't think I can doubt it anymore. Somewhere deep down, I always knew that this incredible woman standing across from me at Barnaby's with her adorable blue healer by her side, I knew that was the one. And every day that passes, ever since that very first one, you make me want to be a better man than I was the day before. I am confident beyond all doubt that this is where we were destined to be, where we were meant to be. Gabby, I promise to love you to the fullest in every good moment that we share, but I also promise to never love you any less when times are hard. You know all too well my natural tendency to never put any less than 110% into anything that I do, so I know that I can also promise that I will never give any less than my complete all in our marriage. And knowing the type of person that you are, I am certain you will give just as much, if not more. You are very competitive. I often catch myself daydreaming about our future barn house with an army of dogs at our side, acres of land with tall, fluffy grass for the horses, all of the places in the world that we will be traveling to over the next many years. But it hardly feels like a dream, though. The path before us seems so clear already, it becomes clearer every day. We're already on our way, and there is no one else in this world that I would rather have at my side as we go there.
Now, Ryan, do you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife, to live together in matrimony, to love her, comfort her, honor her, and to keep her in sickness and health, no matter how many times she wants to go to the horse barn, and maybe run out of gas sometimes? From this day forward, as long as you both shall live.
I do.
Gabby, do you take this man to be your lawful wedded husband, to live together in matrimony, to love him, comfort him, honor him, and keep him in sickness and health, no matter how many fantasy mock drafts he runs and all the Reddit rabbit holes that he goes down, and maybe obsesses about some hobbies that are usually about fantasy football, from this day forward, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And at this moment, may we have the rings. Now, Gabi and Ryan have chosen these rings to exchange with each other as a symbol of their unending love. And now the power vested in me in the state of Colorado, I now pronounce you husband and wife. All right, now for the first time ever, help me and celebrate Mr. and Mrs. DeFalco.